Bruiser Wrestling is on. Bruiser TV featuring all the superstars of Bruiser Wrestling. Tag team action this week, and you can see 2/3 of the Devil's Duo making their way to the ring. Andy Chene and Barron von BaddBlood. Now, the third part of the Devil's Duo is Sebastian Rose, who you can see right there in that highlight clip. Now, Sebastian Rose is claiming injury. I'll get into that here in a few minutes. And look at that, Barron von BaddBlood on the outside, choking out Sergeant J. Peterson. Sebastian Rose, feet on the ropes. That's how he gets his coverage. That's what he does week in and week out here in Bruiser Wrestling. So again, no Sebastian Rose this week, but Andy Chene and Barron von BaddBlood teaming up against the current Bruiser Wrestling Tag Team Champions. My partner, the son of a legend, Dick the Bruiser, and KC Thunder. I cannot wait to see this because our tag team champions, Dick the Bruiser and KC Thunder, have been waiting for weeks to get their hands on the Devil's Duo. Devil's Duo by virtue of the win not too long ago here in Bruiser Wrestling over Halloween, and Sergeant J. Peterson are the #1 contenders, so we're going to settle things here in the ring, here today on Bruiser TV. KC Thunder shaking all the fans' hands here in Lima, and Dick the Bruiser, of course, escorted to the ring by the Bruiser Dog, who I'm sure cannot wait to take a bite out of Barron von BaddBlood and Andy Chene, and they get out of the ring. The referee gets out of the ring. And now it's time for Dick the Bruiser and the Bruiser Dog to celebrate. Now, here are some highlights of the last time that we saw Bruiser and KC Thunder in the ring. They took on Sebastian Rose and his partner at the time, Total Protection, Mr. Hughes. They were able to dispatch of Sebastian Rose and Total Protection, Mr. Hughes, in that instance, but neither one of those guys has gone away. Again, now, though, Sebastian Rose claiming injury. That's why he's not here tonight. I happen to think he doesn't want to get back into the ring with Dick the Bruiser and KC Thunder. That's just my opinion. Andy Chene, though, he'll step into the ring with anyone. Collar and elbow tie-up to start things off. Backing Dick the Bruiser into the Devil's Duo corner. Barron von BaddBlood holding on to Bruiser. Andy Chene comes in. Doesn't hit Barron von BaddBlood. Stops. They thought they outsmarted the Bruiser. The Bruiser throws Andy Chene into Barron von BaddBlood, who goes to the outside, and now Andy Chene is a pinball. He's up, he's down, back and forth, left and right. Bruiser now really cinching in that side headlock on Andy Chene. Chene tries to fire off, shoots Bruiser off. Bruiser hits the ropes, big shoulder tackle. Andy Chene goes down, Bruiser off the ropes again, second shoulder tackle. Bruiser off the ropes one more time, jumps up and over. Andy Chene tries to catch him with a hip toss. Bruiser giving Andy Chene a hip toss of his own, and Andy Chene walks right into that body slam, that scoop slam. Andy Chene goes up and down, and Andy Chene clotheslined over the top rope, hits his head on the ring apron on the way over, and Andy Chene is on the outside. I don't know if he's getting back up, and I also don't know if Barron von BaddBlood wants to get into the ring. We'll see that one more time. Devastating clothesline from Dick the Bruiser. Andy Chene head over feet, going to the outside, ends up in the first row of fans here in Lima. Now, Andy Chene, I don't know if adrenaline is taking over. He tries to get back into the ring. Bruiser just grabs him in a huge forearm right to that exposed chest. Andy Chene coming in the hard way. Up and over goes Andy Chene. Boy, this is all Dick the Bruiser and KC Thunder. We haven't even seen KC Thunder in the ring just yet. So Andy Chene looking for some comfort from his partner, his manager, Barron von BaddBlood. Now it looks like Barron von BaddBlood is going to get into the ring, taking his time, which is probably the smart thing to do right now. Barron von BaddBlood in the ring, gingerly, delicately. Oh, now he gets ahead of steam and is caught in a power slam from Dick the Bruiser. Barron von BaddBlood thought he could be quick as a cat. Bruiser was ready for him. There's the power slam. Almost sent him all the way through the ring onto the concrete floor. Now we're going to see the first appearance of KC Thunder in this match. That arm is exposed. KC Thunder grabs it, slowly working it around, and pulls out some of Barron von BaddBlood's armpit hair. Not really sure if that's a mixed martial arts maneuver, but it is effective. And look at that now again, working on that arm of Barron von BaddBlood. BaddBlood trying to work Casey Thunder back up into the corner. Casey Thunder obviously has the size advantage, the height advantage, and that chop from Barron von BaddBlood did absolutely nothing on Casey Thunder. He's laughing. BaddBlood's in trouble right now. I felt that one. My gosh. If he does it again, I'm going to be quiet so everyone can hear it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, my gosh. That is not pretty. That's painful. That's what that is. Fans, this tag team match is going to resume next on Bruiser TV. I cannot wait for Holiday Havoc at the Civic Center, downtown Lima, on Saturday, December 10th. Find out all about it, where you can get your tickets, how you can support our sponsors. Get yourself over to BruiserWrestling.com. I'm Sean Boomer Bratton, flying solo this week because my tag team partner in broadcasting is in the ring right now with his tag team partner in wrestling, and they are the tag team champions here in Bruiser Wrestling. The son of a legend, Dick the Bruiser, in the ring right now working over Barron von BaddBlood. His partner is Casey Thunder. They are taking on two-thirds of the Devil's Duo, Andy Chene and Barron von BaddBlood. And normally we would see Sebastian Rose in the ring. Barron von BaddBlood would be on the outside. Sebastian Rose claiming an injury, but I think he's had enough of Dick the Bruiser and Casey Thunder. That is my opinion, my 2 cents worth right there. This has been all Dick the Bruiser and Casey Thunder. From the outset, Dick the Bruiser had the early advantage on Andy Chene. Barron von BaddBlood came in. Dick the Bruiser took over on BaddBlood, but now look at this. The tide has turned as Barron von BaddBlood moves out of the way, and Casey Thunder is caught by Andy Chene. His neck just basically strung out over that top rope. He was hung out to dry, and now ever the opportunist here in Bruiser Wrestling, Barron von BaddBlood takes over. Now look at that. Referee distracted by Dick the Bruiser, and Andy Chene going to town on Casey Thunder, bringing him up to his feet, putting him in the corner, choking him with the tag rope, for crying out loud. And while that's happening, while he's getting choked, Barron von BaddBlood throwing some punches into the middle, for crying out loud. And when Andy Chene trying to play innocent. Now Thunder trying to fight back, but he is in the wrong part of town. They have isolated Casey Thunder. He is in their part of the ring. Thunder was able to not make any progress toward his corner. He's opened up an exposed double axe handle from the top. Andy Chene delivers that on Casey Thunder, and this is where you want Casey Thunder down on the mat. Now we are going to see Casey Thunder at Holiday Havoc at the Civic Center Saturday, December 10th, as he's going to take on Sexy Sean Casey in a match where the loser must tap out. No pinfalls in this. It is a tap-out match, a submission match. Neckbreaker, the jawbreaker rather, delivered to Casey Thunder from Andy Chene. Just kicking him over, and now using that bottom rope for leverage, driving the sole of his boot right into the exposed neck of Casey Thunder. No matter how big you are, no matter how strong you are, if you cannot breathe, there is nothing you can do, and I really think that's been the strategy when you look at what they've done to Casey Thunder, attacking that neck area. Whipped it off the ropes, that double clothesline, double elbow, back elbow. Casey Thunder goes down, and now Barron von BaddBlood, who we don't really see that much of in the ring here in Bruiser Wrestling, but he is an accomplished wrestler, and just kicking away at that exposed arm, that shoulder of Casey Thunder. I guess if you work over that arm, if you make it to where that arm is basically incapacitated, there's no way Casey Thunder is going to be able to apply any of his submission holds, his submission maneuvers. Thunder fighting again, back up. It's back and forth between Casey Thunder and Barron von BaddBlood. And Barron von BaddBlood tries to go to the eyes. Casey Thunder just shrugs him off, picks him up like he's nothing, drops him down for a slam. Thunder's going to deliver the elbow. I think he should go for a tag. And he went back to the wrong side of the ring, and Andy Chene just leveled him with a kick to the back. And now Thunder halfway in the ring, halfway out, leaving himself all the way open to an attack from Andy Chene. And look at that now, back into that neck. Hangman type maneuver here. BaddBlood falls back, and that neck of Casey Thunder, full force delivered into that bottom rope. And now Andy Chene, throwing some salt on the wound, goes in with the chokehold. and Bruiser is trying to get into the ring, and the referee trying to make sure that Bruiser doesn't get into the ring because Dick the Bruiser is not the legal man. Well, the referee is diverted while he's trying to keep Dick the Bruiser on the outside. Unfortunately, though, that's just opening things up for Baron von BaddBlood and Andy Chene to take over. And Andy Chene now, again, on that arm of KC Thunder. He will not be able to apply his short arm scissors if that arm is incapacitated. And Andy Chene springboarding off of that middle rope, just driving his leg, his ankle, his shin right down onto that exposed arm of KC Thunder. Thunder still trying to fight back up on his knees, punches into the middle. Will he get up to his feet? He gets up to his feet, and that eye rake, and then that side Saito suplex from Andy Chene. And KC Thunder, his neck, his throat has been abused, his eyes, his back, his arm. It'll be a miracle if KC Thunder can make the tag. Now they're going after that groin. They've now attacked about every part of the body of KC Thunder. And now Baron von BaddBlood sits in, tweaking that knee. They're really going to ensure that he can't make the tag. He's going to barely be able to reach out to make the tag because his arm has been incapacitated. Now they're working over his knee, so if he wants to get to Dick the Bruiser, he's going to basically have to crawl over there. Will we see new tag team champions? That's the way things are looking. Total 180 from what we saw as the match started. It was all our tag team champions. It was all Dick the Bruiser. It was all KC Thunder. But one miscue, and look at that, Baron von BaddBlood going after Dick the Bruiser, trying to incite Bruiser so Bruiser comes into the ring, so the referee's going to try and keep Bruiser on the outside. All that's doing, and this is well thought out strategy on the part of the Devil's Duo. This is just allowing the Devil's Duo, Andy Chene and Baron von BaddBlood, to double team KC Thunder, who about knocks out our TV guy. KC Thunder trying to fight back, but you can see the pain. Nothing behind those elbows, and Andy Chene quick into the eyes. Lining up KC Thunder, Irish whip, sends him in. Thunder hits the ropes, big backdrop, now sunset flip. Will this put Andy Chene away? Andy Chene falls back, 1, 2, and he scissors his way out of it. Andy Chene up first, grabbing KC Thunder. And look at that now. KC Thunder trying to drive Andy Chene back. Will this get him into the corner? And look at that, now we've seen a tag, but where's the referee? Where's the referee? He was distracted by Baron von BaddBlood. And so the referee never saw KC Thunder make the tag to Dick the Bruiser. You've got to be kidding me. Dick the Bruiser steps to the outside. Baron von BaddBlood trying to whip KC Thunder in, but so much damage has been done. Thunder can barely stand, so Baron von BaddBlood goes for a cover, hooks the leg, taking that leg that was closest to the ring ropes away. But Dick the Bruiser coming in, referee couldn't stop that one, and thankfully Bruiser was there, because if not, we would have new tag team champions. Starting to lose my voice. KC Thunder definitely in the wrong part of town. Will we have new tag team champions? We're going to find out next. Our tag team championship match continues as KC Thunder is being worked over by the Devil's Duo, Andy Chene, Baron von BaddBlood. But KC Thunder ducks off the ropes, double clothesline. Everyone is down. Bruiser's on the outside, and this is going to be it, KC Thunder. If you want to hold on to those tag team titles, you've got to make the tag to the son of a legend. Andy Chene gets up. KC Thunder in between the legs. Dick the Bruiser is now the legal man. Bruiser is in. One punch for Andy Chene, another for Andy Chene. This is the second one for Baron von BaddBlood. And Dick the Bruiser, who has had all sorts of time to get the energy back, to have the stamina at 100%, is in the ring, and he is laying out both members of Devil's Duo. Now, what's happening? KC Thunder, surge of adrenaline, second, maybe third wind, has Andy Chene in the corner. Dick the Bruiser has Baron von BaddBlood, sends them in, train wreck right in the center of the ring. Andy Chene and Baron von BaddBlood both go down. And Dick the Bruiser taking Andy Chene, throwing him to the outside. And Dick the Bruiser going to follow Andy Chene. And KC Thunder again riding that wave of adrenaline right now. That second, third win, fourth win maybe, has Baron von BaddBlood set up. And we are going to see it. Drops him down. Folds him in half. Goes for the cover. I did not think this was going to be what would happen. Things looked so bleak just 4 minutes ago for the tag team champions. But Dick the Bruiser and Casey Thunder retain the Bruiser Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Oh, and you can see Casey Thunder now, that surge of adrenaline has worn off. He gave it everything he had to get back into the ring to put Barron von BaddBlood away. And unfortunately for Barron von BaddBlood, he's still in the ring. His partner Andy Chene is on the outside. And I think things could be really bad right now for Barron von BaddBlood. There's a clothesline and a boot. Now Barron von BaddBlood can join Andy Chene on the outside. And Casey Thunder, none the worse for wear, back up to his feet, holding on to those tag team titles here in Bruiser Wrestling. The son of a legend, Dick the Bruiser, and Casey Thunder. One more time, he folded Barron von BaddBlood in half. Referee is right there, counts to 3. And Casey Thunder and Dick the Bruiser walk away, still Bruiser Wrestling Tag Team Champions.